If you're buying your first RV, there's a mistake almost everybody makes, and it usually costs a minimum of thousands of dollars. After helping hundreds of RV buyers, we've seen the same top 5 mistakes happen time and time again. In this video, I'm going to break down the top 5 mistakes that we see and how buying the right pre-owned RV can not only save you time, money, and a lot of regret, but not take the fun out of the experience. Hi guys, my name is Cole Johnson. I'm founder of AutoNation Canada. We are a pre-owned RV dealership just west of Edmonton in Atchison, Alberta. I've been in the industry over 5 years. I've had the experience of mentors that have been in the industry over 2 decades. And in this video, I'm going to jump into top 5 mistakes that first-time RV buyers typically make and how you can avoid them. If you're a first-time RV buyer, this is the right video for you. Let's jump in. Assuming new automatically means fewer issues. The thing about buying brand new that you have to keep in mind is there's always an adjustment period. When you're buying a brand new camper, there's an adjustment period where you receive the camper and you might have to make adjustments on it for the first couple camping trips. And a lot of times this can turn into a complete nightmare. Sometimes you're waiting on parts, these units need adjustments, and the whole experience can be an absolute nightmare. I've even heard stories where dealers have had to steal parts off units off the lot just to keep customer satisfaction high. The beauty of buying pre-owned, and when you're thinking quality pre-owned, is this is never going to happen. This unit's already gone through its adjustment period. It's already had these parts and components changed out. First-time RV buyer mistake number 2, overlooking real-world weight and capacity. Towing limits, payload, cargo weight, these are all things you have to take into account, and they're often misunderstood. Having accurate numbers of what your tow vehicle can actually tow is essential for your buying experience to go well and to avoid buyer's remorse. Lots of times when we have customers come in, one of the first questions we're asking is what kind of a tow vehicle do you have and how is that vehicle outfitted to tow the RV that you want. This helps us keep people on the right basket of trailers so they're not looking at something that they're going to have buyer's remorse after they purchase. Last thing you want to do is buy something and not have the right tool for the job. This is an essential part of understanding, and when you're taking it into account, you want to understand things like gray weight, gray water, fresh water, black water, but also the dry weight of the unit. You're going to want to know what kind of cargo weight you're going to have, and when this thing's fully loaded, what it's going to actually take to tow it. Last thing you want to do is cut these numbers thin, and sometimes you might have to get airbags or some aftermarket parts installed to have a more comfortable ride to getting to and from the campground. Assuming new automatically means fewer issues. A lot of things that first-time buyers don't take into account is when you buy brand new, there's an adjustment period. What this means is even though you had an inspection and show through, there's an adjustment period on the unit. Lots of times parts fail. You're going to have to go back to the dealer to get parts changed out, and sometimes I've even heard of nightmares where you can't even get the parts so you can't go camping. There would be nothing worse than your first season of your brand new camper and you're wanting to go camping, and some of the components aren't even operational because you're waiting on back-ordered parts, especially with the stuff going on between Canada and the US right now. That it's a reality of a situation that could arise. I've even heard of stories where dealerships have had to steal parts off other units just to keep customer satisfaction high, but that just means the next person that's buying is going to have parts missing on their unit. Keep in mind when you're buying something, if you go with quality pre-owned, you're not going to have this issue. You're going to have a quality pre-owned unit that's been through an adjustment period. It's had everything gone through. As long as you're buying it with an inspection and show through, you're going to buy something that's been tested, tried and true, and a quality pre-owned unit. The other thing that we're going to want to take into consideration about new is absorbing the first years of depreciation. In the first 12 to 24 months, new campers just depreciate. That's a known fact and most people know that. But if you're a first-time buyer and you're at an RV show, sometimes the shiny object syndrome gets to you and you just buy something brand new. The reality is when you buy a new camper, they depreciate fast. In the first 12 to 24 months, a substantial amount of your investment is gone in thin air. When you're buying used, it allows somebody else to take that initial hit and it still preserves value from day one. The next part of about the buying experience for first-time buyers is make sure you buy something with an inspection and show through. So an inspection is important. You want to know that it's a licensed technician that went through the unit, and you're going to want to know that it's operational. But actually, the show through is what shows the functionality. Show throughs are critical, and that's why our dealership does them on all our units that we sell, because that shows both the buyer and the seller that the functionality is there. In the winter, we actually flush our units out with fresh water to show that the faucets work, the hot water heater works, because there's nothing better than doing a show through on your camper, and it's got hot water and the fridge is nice and cold when you come to pick it up. That gives you peace of mind and lets you understand that when you go out camping, you're gonna have a good experience out the gate. But the one thing that we do tell first-time campers or people that are new to camping or just even avid campers, when you're going for your first trip or two, let's stick close to home. You want to go somewhere where you feel comfortable, you can get behind the wheel, have the camper behind you, but you're not going too far from home or too far from, a metro center, so that if you need to get something or something's forgotten, that you have support close by. Doing the first couple of trips close to home allows you to build confidence and a long-term effect where you feel confident to go out with the family. We always suggest the first couple of times you're out camping, especially for first-time campers, let's keep it close to home. Let's go somewhere that's within an hour. You can go, set up, take down, back it in, go to a tighter campground. Maybe in Alberta, a lot of people like to do off-grid or crown land camping. It lets you try out these experiences without being too far from home, so you can build confidence. And as you get more confidence, then we say, yeah, absolutely, go farther and farther out. If you are only doing a few trips a season and you have a destination set up, then yeah, absolutely go for it. But we still recommend the first time or two to go close to home. This just allows you to build some confidence and have a good experience when you're out camping. The moral of the story is whether you go new, pre-owned, or whatever your experience is, camping's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. So let's put some thought into it, because we are investing our hard-earned dollars into something that we expect to enjoy. The last thing you want to do is have buyer's remorse or any regret or any negative energy attached to this unit, because it's something that you have to enjoy. Moral of the story, guys, have fun, get out there and do some camping, and we'd love to see you down at AutoNation.